Had the need for speed today, so we decided to pull out the Custer Car motorized wheelchair, gasoline-powered wheelchair from the 1920s. This thing is an absolute ton of fun. For those of you guys that have been following along on our Drive for History, over the past several weeks, we've had the opportunity to fire up many of the rarest motorcycles inside the museum, many of the rarest motorcycles in the world. And today is really no different. Now, as many of you know, a lot of the motorcycles here in the museum fall into the racing category or the original paint category, the early teens era motorcycles. This week, what we decided to do was talk about the oddity machines here at Wheels Through Time, motorcycles and other machines that don't fit in to your average category. So for those of you guys that have been following along, also many of you know the museums had to stay closed throughout this time, along with many of the other businesses. And what we decided to do in order to generate support for the museum was to come up with a Drive for History. So we decided to bring you guys all new and exclusive content each day about the museum and the collection inside. So if you've been digging what you see, thank you for your support. Please consider checking out the driveforhistory.com and supporting the museum today. Now, the Custer Car wheelchair, ultra cool machine. The Custer Specialty Car Company started in about 1915, 1916, and actually began making small cars and motorized wheelchairs using gasoline and electric power. So these weren't just gasoline powered like this one. They also featured electric power, so battery operated machines. Actually, pre-1900, the founder of the Custer Car Company actually patented an electric powered vehicle. So that's over 120 years ago. Now, the Custer Car wheelchair was really designed for amputees after World War I. And again, gasoline-powered machine. Come check this out, Steve. This is actually powered by a this is a replacement, a little bit later, 5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton type of engine, standard 4-stroke type of engine. As you see, you've got your gas tank here, carburetor over this way. Big tiller-style handlebar operates the carburetor. The drive on this thing is ultra unique. So it's a 2-speed setup with reverse. It's all driven off the belts here. So first gear is just a little bit forward, reverse is backwards, and as you can see the belts tightening up. There's your reverse belt right here. All runs off the main drive belt. First gear tightens the first set of double belts, and second gear, actually, as you move forward, second gear powers the second set of belts. Believe it or not, this thing is ultra fast for what it is. It's a lot faster than the wheels need to be taking you. And we've got it really pretty dialed in here at the museum. So we've been riding it around all day and seeing just sort of what sort of top speed we can actually get up to on this thing. So again, 1910s, the Custer Car Company was started. And by the 1920s, they had already begun producing the motorized wheelchair. This is a Type 40, and actually the VIN number and specialty tag made out of Dayton, Ohio is still on the original wooden base of the seat here. So what we're going to do is get this thing fired up for you and take it for a few laps around the museum. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. And again, Drive for History, we're firing up many of the rarest machines inside of the museum for you guys to see. If you're digging, make sure you check out driveforhistory.com. Fuel the museum that runs. We thank all of you guys for your support. So pretty easy starting procedure on this setup. Parking brake here, first gear, second gear, reverse lever here, throttle here. Over around the backside, come check this out. Now the final drive is a chain drive to one wheel. And it's just got a standard pull starter here. It's really pretty set up. We've rigged a choke assembly right out here to be able to work it easily while still keeping the seat on the machine. And we're gonna see if this thing will fire with a couple cranks and take it for a spin. All right, first pull. Takes gas great. And believe it or not, the suspension on this thing, you can go just about anywhere. Bouncy. And we're off.